What's going on, family? Scott Conrad here with another episode of OrganiCali. Today I'm going to teach you how to make the cheapest, best, and my personal opinion, the most tasty probiotic you can put in your gut. And it's all about the gut. Probiotics are that good bacteria. There's that bad bacteria in there too, so you got to balance it out with that good stuff. So your gut, it's all about digestion. If your digestive system is not working properly, you're gonna be lethargic, you're not gonna feel good, you're gonna feel a little depressed. So anything you can do to increase the gut health, just do. It's easy. So today I'm gonna show you guys how to make sauerkraut. I love sauerkraut. It's so good. Every time I think about it, I get a little back here, and it won't go away till I fork some down, and then I'm all satisfied. My taste buds are happy, my gut's happy, everybody's happy. This recipe is super easy. You need cabbage, water, and salt. Only 3 ingredients, and all these ingredients are really cheap, so please try and get the best option for each. Organic cabbage, make sure it's a healthy, nice head. The better the cabbage, the better the kraut's gonna be. Filtered, purified water, and a nice salt. Himalayan salt, solar unrefined sea salt, sea salt. Just don't use table salt, it'll work, but it's iodized and you don't want that crap. Today I'm gonna chop up a carrot finely and add some of that. You don't have to do that, but it's an option. In the description, I'll let you guys know a few other things you can throw in there if you want. But like I said, cabbage, water, and salt are all you need. So let's do it, guys. So let's get started. Get out that beautiful organic cabbage. Got that knife that my dad got me for Christmas. Thanks, Dad. It's working awesome. Chopping it up. You can do it chunky, fine. I like it somewhere in the middle. Some people like it fine. That's good, but whatever you're in the mood for, do it differently every time. Just chop it up. I'm gonna do, not the whole cabbage because I like to save a little to throw in sautés. So I'm just gonna do 3/4 of the cabbage. Like I said, I'm gonna choose to do a carrot in this one. Usually I don't add carrots, but for some reason I wanted to add carrot. And it ferments down just fine, adds more nutrients, and the more the better. You can add other things, but just carrot this time. I would chop it a little thinner since carrots are really dense. If you chop it thick, it might not work out so well. So I'm gonna sprinkle a little salt on this cabbage before I start smashing it up. Just work that salt into the cells of the cabbage so it gets fermenting a little faster. Mixing it all in there, and I'm gonna proceed to smash it with my fist. You can use a professional smasher or whatever you call it, but I really like getting my hands in there. It feels good. The whole purpose behind smashing the cabbage is to get the juice released from the cabbage to help it ferment faster. Some recipes say you can get all your liquid you need for the fermentation process from the cabbage, but I find that very difficult, so I just add my own water at the end. So I poured 8 ounces of water into the mason jar, drop the spoon, and then take about a tablespoon more of salt and add it to that 8 ounces of water. Stir it up really good, dilute it really good, and then give it a little taste. You're gonna want it pretty salty, and you can see I'm gonna try a few times to get the right amount of salt, because when I added the first tablespoon before I smashed it, I probably shouldn't have done a whole tablespoon. I probably should have done like half a tablespoon, but that's okay. You can always add more water to dilute it. So you can see I'm taking all the chopped cabbage, chopped carrots, and putting it in the mason jar, and look at that, how pretty, beautiful, slow motion, cabbage and carrots made for each other in heaven. All right, pouring the salt water in there. Gonna smash it down, try and get all that cabbage below the water line. Gonna give it a little taste. Ooh, that's way too salty. Time to go grab some more water. That's okay. A few more ounces of water, stir it up. shake it up, throw that cap on there, get it all mixed in really good. You want that even mix. Taste it again. Woo, still too salty. What am I doing here? More water. You can always go back. So you're gonna learn your salt preference really fast, but I think I got it this time. Let's check. On point, finally. So that turned out good. So when I'm smashing it now, it's easier to get it below that water line. Like I said, if you don't add any water and you're trying to get all the juice from the cabbage, it's not gonna happen. So most mason jars, the top gets kind of rusty. So throw a napkin, paper towel. I used a tissue this time to not get that rust in there, and put the cap on ever so lightly. All right, so there you go, guys. 5-ish cups of sauerkraut, chopped up some carrots, water and salt. Done deal. It took me a couple tries to figure out how much salt I want, but everybody has a different taste. Some people like it really salty, and some people don't like almost any salt. I like just the right amount, so the first couple tries I had too much, so I just added more water and kept sipping it till it tasted perfect. Then mashed it down, put the lid on ever so lightly. Time to throw it in the cabinet. Then you want to check the status every day. Maybe mash it down a little more, maybe stir it up a little bit, keep mashing it down. Just, 15 seconds a day. Personally, I like for it to ferment at least 7 days, maybe 10 since it's a little colder outside. But again, just taste it and it's all preference. So that's a rough guideline. You can do the nuances subtly different in all occasions, but those basics should get you in line. And if your first batch doesn't turn out great, learn from it so your next batch you can tweak this thing, a little less salt, water, chop it a little finer. There's so many things that you can change about this, but it all turns out good. One safety tip to prevent mold, just make sure everything's really clean, and then make sure the cabbage is all below the water line. I have a little peeking up here, that's fine. Mashing it down every day will take care of that problem, but you don't want it sticking above the water line, or brine. Brine is salt and water combined. So in one of my future episodes, I'll try it out, but for today, that's it. I hope everybody learned something. Go out there and make some homemade sauerkraut, save some money, and it tastes so much better. It's doing your body good, doing your wallet good, so hey, why not? All right, keep it fresh, family. I love you. See you next time. You.